Hello team. Hello everyone. Hope all of you are having a very pleasant day. So today in this session we are about to discuss list and tuples, right? So let us see one by one. We have both of them. So initially we will see how to create a list. Okay. So first of all, let us create an empty list. Okay. We will see how to create an empty list. So empty list is created like this. Empty list is equals to list. Cool. And for example, if I try to print empty list, let us see what we get. Empty list, and let me run it and just let me see what we get. So you can just see what is the output we have got here. It gives us this square bracket. So this is how empty list is being printed. Okay, so this is how we create empty list. Okay, now create list of integers. Okay, so suppose I want to create a list of integers, so that list will contain integers. Integer list is equals to square bracket, that is 26, 12, 97 and 8, and run without debugging. It will give you, oh sorry, this is how we create integers list. So it is the list with, like in the square brackets, all the integer values are present. Let's consider float list. Float list will be what? 5.8 comma 12.0 comma 9.7 comma suppose 10.8. So this is a float list. Now let us consider string list. If I want to do something like a string list, is equals to, and let me just write here something like interview bit and comma, let us mention something like Hong Kong, and let me mention something like backyard. Okay, so this is the string list we have created. If I want to create a mixture of different data types, the list using different data types, like mixture of all these. So for example, mention as list is equals to, we will be having one value as int here. This is a string value. I will put something like float. We will be having float value. Then we will also have like integer 1, and let me write something as t. So this is also a list with different data types. This is the list with different data types, right? Now let us create nested list. So the nested list is okay. This is the nested list. This is how we create a nested list. Something like this. The nested list can be created. So clear how we can create empty list, how to create integer list, how to create float list, string list. If you want to create the list with different data types, then this is how you can create, and this is how you can create the nested list. Is it clear to you? Now just remove all of this and just create a list is equals to, and let us create the, let us put all integer values into this. Good. Now I want to access the value stored in the list using positive index and negative index both. So accessing the values in list using positive and negative index both. Okay. So how to do that? If you want to access any kind of a value, then list is 2. Then let's mention print list is, for example, 4. Then from the same list I want to print so for the first one, let me yeah, so you can see the output here, it is 4. So I have accessed second value 0 1 2. So at the second position 4 is present, hence it gives the output as 4. Now 0, it started, the list counting will start from 0 0 1 2 3 and 4. So at the fourth position 10 is there. At -1 position 56, so -1 -2 -3 -4 -5, so -5 will give 6. So now what is happening here in the nested list part, like within the list and list we are having something. So nested list is, for example, let us consider this is 0, and from this is the first position. Okay, this entire list is at 0. Okay, and within that list 0 1 2, so at one position 3 is there, right? So 3 will be printed, right? Then the next is 1 and 2, so 0 1, So within one, we want to retrieve second value, and second value is India. So India will be printed like that. So this is how we take the part of nested list. Like we try to access the values from the nested list in this way. Clear? Now let me remove this. See, lists are mutable, meaning we will see now how to update the list in Python. So lists are mutable, meaning that their existing values stored at indexes can be changed. Okay. So let us consider list is equals to, for example, let me mention here something: 6, 7, 8, 4, 9, 10, 45. Okay, I have mentioned all these values, and let me print list. Enter. Enter. Now if I want to change value to index 3, if I want to change the value of index 3 in list, how to change it? List at position 3, I want to assign value something 7. Okay, I want to assign the value 7. So let me print list here and just check what happens. Okay, then for example, at list I want to change the value of -1 to is equals to So yeah, let us see what is the value we have got. Initially our list value was 6, 7, 8, 4, 9, 10, 45, which is true, right? It is correct. Now at the position 3, the index, the value should be 7. So here it is 7. You can just clearly see the value changed to 7, and at -1 it is 15. So at -1 we have got the value 15. You can just see clearly the changes in the list, right? Clear? So this is how the lists are mutable. This is how you can change the values in the list part. Now let us consider vowels is equals to A, E, A, E, append IR. So this is like after executing this, you can see the list was this, and after appending in the sense it will be added to the last position, like whatever the elements are there, it will be added to the last position. So append is there, like what append do, we can also check here. Append the object to the end of the list. So as I told, it will be added at the last. And extend list by appending elements from the iterable. So AE, then I, and OU. Extend means it will extend the list by appending elements from the iterable. Okay, quick, cool. Now let us see how to delete a list. I'm just removing this part. Let us see how to delete a list. I will just mention delete vowels and print vowels. Run. So initially vowel existed, but now it will not exist because it is telling vowel is not defined, right? List is equals to, let us consider 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 45. Okay, let us consider this, and let us mention list dot pop 1. Okay, I will be using this pop function. We will see each function one by one, what these functions do basically. And let me do like this also, pop. So let us see what this function does. Let me print list. Again print list. Okay, again print list. Now run without debugging. What is happening here? Oh, 4 is, oh sorry, remove, for example remove 7. Okay, now what it is printing, now let us see. It will print the list initially, and you can just see this is the original list. The first one is the original list. Once I applied remove function, remove will remove that particular element from the list and is being removed. So list length is also reduced and that element is not present. Then later pop 1 in the sense again from the last, no, from where it has been popped, pop 1. So at the first index, the first indexed element will be popped in the sense it will be out. So we'll see the pop function, remove and return the item at indexed. Okay, so that particular index item will be removed I mean. And what happens next is again if you pop, then last item is being returned, like last item is being removed. So let me do one thing here. Let me, as pop elements returns the item, removes and returns the item, so let me do this. let me just check with this particular what happens if I do this. Okay, print. So what is happening here? Yeah, so it here it is like removing that item, like for example at the position 1, the item which was popped is being removed and it is being returned, and the last item which was popped and like it was removed and it's being returned. So there is a difference between remove and pop function. Pop functions also remove that particular element, but also it prints that element later, whereas remove function, it only removes that particular element and print out the list, right? So remove function doesn't return that removed element. Cool. Or if you want to check this also using doing so, you can just mention this and let's see what happens. It is giving none here, so we will take it in the before way itself, because I want to remove function. I want to just see what is the list printed, right? Remove function doesn't return the removed element, so you can see when we try to print it, it gives none, whereas the pop element, whatever the element is being removed, it prints that element too. Cleared? I hope these things are clear to you. Now remove everything and let us concatenate two lists. So just mention list 1 and I will just try to write something as 2, 5, 7, 9 like that, and then list 2 is equals to 8, 9, 6, 5. Okay, and list 1 plus list 2. So we are trying to concat or add this two list. So you can see 2, 5, 7, 9 and 8, 9, 6, 5. So here the two lists are concatenated. See, it is not getting sum up. The elements are not getting sum up here. This plus is a concatenation operator and it is trying to just add the two list. The number of elements are being added, right? But the elements are not getting summed up here, right? So concatenation is not sum up, it is concatenating the two list. Yeah, cleared? Now for example, let us see how to iterate through the list. For example, I will create a list like this and I'm just trying to mention here 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 4.89, comma 6567.679 like that. Okay, so I have created a list here 7, 8, 4, 2, 1. Let us see how this list gets iterated. Okay, how to iterate a list? For example, n in list, ठीक है, for n in list, print n. Let us see what happens with this. I just want to see what is the output it gives. So this is how the list printed. like list got iterated with all its elements and it printed the output. Let us go through the output. What is being printed? You can clearly see here the first element is 2 and the first is being printed 2. Then next element is 5, then 6, then 7, then 8.97, 5, 4.89, this one, this one, this one. So all the duplicate elements are also being printed, right? So the list is iterated through all the elements, okay, through all the elements in the list. So this is how we use for loop to iterate through the list. Cleared? Now let us see, for example, this is how you will iterate through the list. Now for example, let me just remove this iterate wala part and I want to do slicing of the list in Python. So let us see what it returns when we do slicing of the list in Python. Like I will write list and I am just mentioning here something like 6, then I will mention print, and let me mention here something as list 3:7, enter, print again list, and I will be mentioning here 5:, this, right? Again print, and I want to mention here list is2, again print list -6. Now run without debugging. And what is the case here? So is/6, like it is started from the 0 element and it will print till 5, the 5th element. So it is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8.9 and 7, right? Then 3:7, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 like 7th, right from the 3rd, 7 से start होगा and फिर 8.9, 7 and 5, मतलब 6th element तक के print होगा. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 एलिमेंट से शुरुआत होंगी 7 से और फिर पूरा प्रिंट होगा, ठीक है, बिकॉज उसमें दूसरा एलिमेंट नहीं है. सो इट विल बी फिफ्थ कैरेक्टर से लेकर पूरा प्रिंट होगा. सिर्फ कोलन रहेगा तो पूरी लिस्ट प्रिंट होंगी, ठीक है, एज इट इज़ पूरी लिस्ट प्रिंट होंगी. और -6 विल रिट्राइव द, यहाँ से माइनस वाली, यहाँ से नेगेटिव नंबर्स की शुरुआत होंगी काउंट होना, जैसे -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. सो -6 के ऊपर ये वाला नंबर आता है, ये जो सबसे बड़ा नंबर है, ठीक है. और ये वाला जो है ये पूरी लिस्ट प्रिंट करेगा, ठीक है. और ये वाला जो पार्ट है ये 5th पोजीशन से स्टार्ट होकर सारे लिस्ट प्रिंट करेगा, मतलब 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. सो ये वाला 7 जो है ये 5th पोजीशन का है, तो यहाँ से तो पूरी लिस्ट प्रिंट होंगी, ठीक है. ये सारी चीज़ें ध्यान रखना. ओके, so that's it. This was the list wala part, ठीक है. Now let us begin for tuples. We will see tuples now, that what happens in tuples. Okay, so tuples are immutable. We cannot make any changes in tuples. I'm just removing this. Tuples are immutables and we cannot we cannot do any changes in tuples, like adding or removing or inserting the values, or the values can be changed. We cannot do that, right? So let us create the tuples. Let us see how the tuples are created. So tuple is equals to let us mention here something as apple, mango, sapota, okay, and just print, and let us see what it gives. tuple. So this is the tuple, right? And it has printed the tuple. Tuple is equals to this and print tuple, right? So this is how we can create tuple. Tuple is created using the rounded brackets. Okay, rounded brackets, and then we are printing the tuple value. And immutable tuples cannot be changed. Okay, so for example, let us consider tuple is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6 5 comma 7. Okay, and if I want to print tuple as 8 is equals to 1. Okay, oh sorry, not 8. What is the element here? 0 1 2 3 4. So at third position, if I want to like I want to change this 5 to 1, let us see whether it gets changed or not. And then let us make as print tuple. Okay, print tuple. Let us see what happens. Okay, we will execute this. What it gives. See, it will give an error that tuple object doesn't support item assignment because the value cannot be changed. Tuples are immutable, so it gives us the error. Now for example, if I want to access the element in tuple, okay, if I want to access the element in tuple, how to do that? String comma 1 comma 67 comma 89, print how to access the element in tuple, and I want to access the element 0 at the 0th position. Again print tuple, I want to access the element at third position, and print again at this position I want to access the element at tuple 0 1 2 3, so it will be, let us see what it gives us. So it has at the 0 position string is present, it will give you string. At the third position 89 is present, it will give you 89. At the fourth position it will give you out of range, index out of range, because the tuple length is only 3. So the fourth character, there is nothing as at fourth because the tuple has started its reading from 0 to 3. So there is no position as fourth in this particular. There is no index of tuple at fourth position. Okay, so it is giving us index out of range. Now let us remove this and let us create a nested tuple, and let us see how to access the element in nested tuple. Then nested tuple is equals to hello, then 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 8 comma 9 comma 4. Print nested tuple 0 to 2 and run without debugging. So what is happening here? Nested tuple is, I have created a nested tuple. So there is a main tuple is there, and then there are small tuples in it, if you can see, right? So this is how nested tuple exists. Oh, there is also a list in tuple, and then there is also a smaller tuple in this, like this one. Okay, this one is the smallest tuple here, this one, and there is a list, and then there is a string. So how to access a nested tuple is, 0th position is occupied by string, then the first position is occupied by list, and then the second position is occupied by tuple, nested tuple, right? Inner tuple. Okay, so to, like, I will be doing 0, okay, 0 and 2. So at the 0 and 2 it will print L, 0th position, and I want to access 0, 1, 2. So at the second position L is present, so it printed L. Now for this again, 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1, 2, then it will print 4. Right? This is how it is being printed. Right? Now let us see how to concatenate two tuples. Okay, how to concatenate two tuples. We will see that. So let us just do print, and if I want to concatenate two tuples, I will just mention here something as like this, and apple, comma, mango, and plus 1, 2, 3, and print again something as apple, comma, apple, okay, into 5. Now let us see this, what it gives. Apple, mango, and 1, 2, 3, it has concatenated the two tuples, and once I try to multiply this 5 times, it will print the apple 5 times, right? The same tuple will be recurred and printed multiple times. Now how to do the nesting of tuple? Tuple 1 is equals to A, comma, B, comma, C, and tuple 2 is equals to D, comma, E, and print. Now let us see, tuple 3 is equals to tuple 1 like this, right? So what is happening here? We are nesting the two tuples. So there is the main tuple, and main tuple there is the another tuple 1 and the tuple 2, A, B, C, D, E, right? So this is the first and this is the second. So both tuples are present in the main tuple. So we have done the nesting of the tuples here. This is how we do the nesting of tuples. If you want to nest two tuples together, this is how you can do it. You can create two tuples differently, and then the third tuple, and just mention the tuples like name here. Okay, both the tuples name separated by comma, and the two tuples will be nested in this way. Now let us remove this. Now if you want to convert list to the tuples, so how to achieve this? List is equals to, for example, if list is 6, 8, 9, and I want to convert this list to tuples, so I will mention print tuple, and within the bracket it will be list. So let us see what it gives the output. This is how you convert list to tuples. So that list should be converted to tuples. So you can just see this, the square brackets are moved to the round brackets now. So the output which you got it in a tuple format, not in a list format. So we have used this tuple function here. Tuple function, what it does, built in immutable sequence. If no argument is given, the constructor returns an empty tuple. If iterable is specified, the tuple is initialized from iterable items. If the argument is a tuple, the return value is the same object. Now for example, if you want to iterate a tuple, so let us consider if I want to iterate a tuple, let me mention here something as such. I will just mention comma here, and okay, let me remove this, and I will mention tuple. Okay, leave about the iteration. So that's it. We have discussed like maximum points about the tuples, and we also discussed about the list. That's it for this video. Like we will meet in the next session, mostly discussing about sets and dictionaries and functions in Python. Cool. So I think we have covered today the major topics like strings, list and tuples. So in this video we have already discussed about list and tuples. So next video we will be discussing about functions, sets and dictionaries, and then oops concepts we will take it. So those we will be having in the further videos. That's it. Thank you, and let's meet into the next session. Thank you.